Hello, ladies, gentlemen, turtles, chairs, babies, Italians, and gnomes. Today, we will be going over a tragic tale about loss, greed, love, ambition, and microtransactions. Are you comfy? Well, I hope so, because you're stuck with me for around, I'd say around 10 minutes or so. So here is a tragic, yet adventurous tale of Sonic the Hedgehog. So picture this, you're a company called Sega in Japan, and this other more hot and sexy company called Nintendo just released what would shock the video game industry for decades and beyond, Super Mario Bros. So if you've been living in a cave for your whole life, this game was a big success, selling around 40.24 million copies, which, Jesus, you're going to have to basically create the next Christ to even come close to those numbers. So who would stand up to the challenge? Well, no other company than Atari. But Atari was going bankrupt, so yay, Sega, woo! At this time, Nintendo released Super Mario Bros. 3, which I guess finally woke up Sega. They were taking a nap or something. Because they were like, hey guys, maybe a dolphin and a kid that plays rock, paper, scissors aren't just the greatest mascots for a video game company. So they were like, hey, let's make a new one. So there they started working on not only a new mascot for their company, but also something that can rival Nintendo's Mario. So they obviously chose a freaking hedgehog. Actually, the original creator of Sonic the Hedgehog, Yuji Naka, made some other designs before landing on the Blure, with such designs as a rabbit that grabs stuff with its ears, and a weird-looking human that actually got turned into the main villain of the franchise, Dr. Robotnik. But anyways, they finally landed on something that looked shippable, so there it was. Their new hit video game was created, named Mr. Needle Jesus, you gotta be joking. But anyways, after realizing that they actually want people to buy and play their games, they landed on Sonic the Hedgehog, and right off the bat, I just gotta say, God, I love Sonic's design! Like, everything about his design just fits. Like, for instance, Sonic is blue because it matches Sega's color scheme, Sonic runs really fast because games back then didn't have saves, so kids would have to get back to where they were by speedrunning the game. So Yuji Naka took this into account and made it a major game mechanic, which is pretty genius. His shoes are based off of Michael Jackson's boots from the album Bad, and his attitude is based off of the likes of Bill Clinton. Yes, I am not making that up. So boom, in 1991, Sonic the Hedgehog was released for Sega Genesis in America and sold around 24 million copies. It was a big success for not only the company, but also the kids that wanted something new and exciting. Alright. So after listening to me talk about Sonic, how about we actually start talking about Sonic? Yeah? Cool? Alright. So in Sonic the Hedgehog, you play as this blue little rodent trying to stop this evil scientist, Dr. Robotnik, from roboticizing all the cute small animals in the world into becoming his slaves. God, video games haven't been the same since the 90s. Anyways, the way Sonic was built was you would run around through stages destroying the metal robot suits that were attached to those innocent animals. You'd collect rings. Yes, not coins. You would collect rings. But also run, platform, and do just a little bit of puzzles in order to get to the end of stages. Alright, let me ask you a question. If you had a commercially successful character for hundreds and thousands of people, what would you do with them? Correct answer, you'd sell them for $1 billion! Or you'd make a sequel for $1 billion, AJ. Really? $1 billion? Which is exactly what Sega started on, the sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog, but weirdly enough, Yuji Naka was not on board with the policies that Sega was following at the time, so he took some members of Sonic Team to America, yes, America, to make Sonic 2 at Sega Institute. While Sega and Japan were working on a DLC Sonic game of sorts for their new console, the Sega CD. It was to basically show the power of what CDs can really do at the time. Anyway, Sega released Sonic 2 with some new additions. One, they gave Sonic a new ability called the Spin Dash, where you can go really fast in a blue ball of spinning death and destruction. Two, they gave Sonic a friend named Miles Prower, based on miles per hour. Ha, funny. But his nickname, and what his drunk uncle calls him usually, is Tails. Probably because he has two tails. But who really knows? Oh, and 3, they introduced Super Saiyan Sonic, Super Sonic, with the power of the Chaos Emeralds. Again, don't ask. So yeah, Sonic 2 was a great success, but what about Sonic CD? It was okay. All it really added was Amy and Metal Sonic to the character cast. So after that catastrophe, the team finally got back together to work on Sonic 3, which due to time constraints, got cut into 2 whole separate games, with Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. But putting them together would make one big game. Cool! Also, Knuckles was another new addition to the endless, and yes, I do mean endless amount of friends Sonic would get in the future. Also, I thought Knuckles was a girl at first. I don't know, I was 6, alright, don't judge me. So after Sonic 3/Knuckles came out, everyone was getting tired of 2D. 2D wasn't hip anymore. It wasn't totally radical, if you could say so. Everyone cared about 3D now. After that amazing wow factor of Super Mario 64's success, Sega was like, dang, we want that delicious apple pie. Hey guys, we could do this. This looks easy. Okay, well, maybe if we try a racing game. So yeah, Sega wasn't doing too well with putting Sonic into 3D, but it's alright because Sega created a new system called the Dreamcast, and what launched with it? That's right, Rally Champions 2! And also Sonic Adventure, which was a great success for the company, and also gave Sonic some more friends, like a lot more friends. And that's not even counting when Sonic 2 came out. Oh my god, they gave him an emo version which called him Shadow. Like, what the freak is this franchise? So around this time, Sega realized, hey, we're running out of money. So Sega left the gaming competition and just became a game company. So what's their new game for Sonic? Easy, a game where you don't play as him. So I'm just gonna guess that one of Sega's programmers were drunk one night and said, hey, let's make an edgy Sonic game where you're Shadow and you have guns and kill demons while rock music plays while skating inside of a volcano. I am not joking. So Sonic's 15th anniversary was coming up, and guess what they decided to do? They wanted to reboot the entire franchise with Sonic 06.
Just can't do it. I can't take this no more, man.
So in case you didn't know, Sonic 06 was a poor, rushed, and glitchy project that was sold for full price. Sonic 06 has been known to be one of the most terrible games in history. So what do you generally think Sega would do after this? Maybe take a second to see what they want to do with the franchise. Nope! They started working on a motion control wiggle fest with the Wii remote and their new trilogy of games called the Storybook series, where Sonic would be put in an old story time like Arabian Nights and King Arthur. Why? But this wasn't called the Storybook series until the second game in the trilogy was canceled, the third game, because of the failure of the previous game. Why? So after that, Sonic Unleashed was made, which was an actual good Sonic game, but mixed with the likes of God of War gameplay hack and slash, where you would play as Sonic during the day, running around, having fun, but at night would turn into a werehog and do puzzles and kill aliens again? Why? So after all this, Sega created a game called Sonic Colors, which was Sonic Unleashed but without the werehog. Beautiful colors, an amazing soundtrack. But what was better was that Sonic's 20th anniversary was coming up. Not to jinx it, but we all kind of know what happened last time. So at least Sega listened and stepped back and took their time and created one of the greatest Sonic games ever, according to fans with the ratings as high as 7 to 8 out of 10. I know that doesn't sound as high, but again, it's Sonic. What were you expecting? But anyways, this was great for the company. Sonic Generation has the same gameplay mechanic as Sonic Colors and Sonic Unleashed, but added Sonic's old design, the classic design, as a character that was part of the story. Finally, Sonic looked like he was back on track with another release called Sonic Lost World, which had mixed reviews but was still enjoyable by fans. And also totally ripped off Mario Galaxy, but we don't talk about that. So yes, after all that, Sonic was back on track and everyone was happy. Lies! I guess Sega was feeling a little bit nostalgic because they decided to go for their next game to be a glitchy, buggy mess again. But this wasn't just Sega, no. There was also another company responsible for this called Red Button who helped make this thing. But that's not it. Sadly, I guess Sega wanted this to be a new series for Sonic, so they teamed up with a TV company called Audios Production to make a cartoon out of the game. And you know what? It was actually pretty cool, funny, and entertaining. But besides the point, after after the failure that was the Sonic Boom series, Sonic's 25th anniversary was coming up now, and everyone, and again, I do mean everyone, was hoping, praying that Sega knew what they were doing for his anniversary. And surprisingly, God, man, they did it. For Sonic's 25th anniversary, they actually let the fans take over on their next game, Sonic Mania. This masterpiece was created by companies Headcanon, Pagoda West Games, and freaking Christian Whitehead, yes! In case you don't know, these guys created little Sonic ROM hacks back in the day, and now are making a real Sonic game for millions and millions of fans. Sonic Mania is supposed to catch the same feeling that you had when you played the first Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega Genesis. From the art style to the goddamn music, it's so good! After Sonic Mania, people were feeling great. But then Sega had to release Sonic Forces, a game all about war and freaking Sonic dying and being tortured for months. Sega, were you guys high? Like, you were this close! Again! Like, what's going on in your head? This company! I love this company! Anyways, the only cool thing about this game was that you can make your own character and put them in the game. So basically your own OC. But, who cares? Alright, our next game is... Wait, that's it? Huh. Well, that was fast. The only other thing I have to say is that they released 2 Sonic movies, which were actually pretty good. Except Sonic's original design, where he looked malnourished as crap, like, Jesus, Sonic. Sonic also has some TV shows where he was in a band, don't ask, and also he has some spin-off games where he was literally a pinball. Again, don't ask. But yeah, that's basically it. But I do have some few words to say before we're done. Now, you're probably wondering at this point, why do I care about this franchise so much? According to me, this franchise gets all the way to the top, but then falls all the way down to the bottom. Well, that's what makes it interesting. Yeah, it could have been a franchise where they make banger after banger, like Mario or Zelda. Okay, kind of Zelda. But, to me, there's this kind of charm to it all. And not just the games, but the characters, the world, the way they act, and their background. It's like no other video game character. I hope at the end of this, that you could find it into your heart to at least play one of his games. Because if we don't give a simple game a chance, then how can we give me a chance from getting an A on this project? Am I right, Mr. Rizzo? Heyo, Alex, out!